Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's racing action here for Division 5 here for TTML. I am your host James and I will be your lead commentator for tonight's race. Sadly we only have 11 to 13 drivers showing up tonight, which is a shame, but that is just how it's going to happen for you tonight racing because of other commitments that are going on right now. But hello to everyone who is watching, and of course alongside me for the rest of the season, as it was like last week, is Ollie.
Hey everyone, and Oliver here, NSR Pride 2022. Some people may know him from league racing and other commentating. And tonight we're going to Mexico. Personally, not one of my favorite tracks, but commentating here always gives good racing. So, are you looking forward to the racing tonight?
I am indeed looking forward to tonight's race. I love this circuit. We love to see the first corner and second corner, what's going to happen at them, because it's a very long straight down to them tonight. So before we do get into the racing though guys, just to tell you as well, we of course are going to have a race now. We are. So I don't know if we have any protocols that we have to do. I'm not entirely sure again if there's anything we have to do or say. But yeah, let's get, wait 1 second, somebody just put something in the chat, so let me just get to the chat very quickly.
Mace. Oh, rain! Or at least commentated with the rain emoji. That could be interesting.
Let me just... Yeah, they're just being... I don't know why, they're waiting a minute, so it could have been... We could have had a minute.
Yeah, it's probably because that will... yeah, it would give sense if it's rain then, because every time when it's rain in race, the drivers uses more time to get out on the track with getting the wet setup.
Right, they've done it, but we'll do it. We'll do one in a second. So we'll give you the championship standings and all that. They, I think, did a minute silence there. So we will give you a minute silence in a bit. I think it's because yeah, on last Saturday Murray Walker died. So there you go. So I think yeah, that's right. And anyway, so it is Robin who leads the championship on 2:04. Mays second on 1:47. Ranheim 1:38. Rock City 1:33. Schumi 1:02. So that's 102. Then it's Invictus, Pazals, I'm Solis, Freak, Ronk, and Schumi.
Yeah, and in 11th we got Limerick AFC. In 12th we got Roy Guard on fire. In 13th with 53 points we got Odeberg Tornheim. Then we got Mackay in 14. Holkenburn 15. And Storm in 16 with 46 points. Then in 17th we got Cliff Geese with 29 points. 18th we got FC Bart. In 19th we got Massel. And in 20th we got OWR Ronheimer with 5 points. And also taking the constructor before the first top lap here, we got Mercedes leading with 280 points, with Haas in second, 255 points. Then a long way down to third, Alfa Romeo. Fourth is AlphaTauri. Fifth, Ferrari with 161 points, only 9 points or 11 points behind AlphaTauri. Then we got Racing Point in 6th, Renault in 7th, McLaren in 8th, only 3 points behind Renault. In 9th we got Red Bull, and in 10th we got Williams, as Schmidtsky has started the first half lap for today.
He has indeed. So what we are, because I think we missed the cue on to do that thing, I think for the minute silence thing they were having, right? By the way, I don't know if it was it, I think it was at the weekend Murray Walker died, so yeah. If you don't know who he is, he's a famous F1 commentator that everyone in English loved. So we will, if we did miss our minute silence, I think we did because we were rambling over it because we didn't know what was going on. We do apologise. We will have a minute, I think, in the formation lap.
Yeah, we can take the 1 minute or formation lap with silence.
Yeah, but but I know you maybe race as well around here. And I know you do commentary / maybe racing as well. Do you enjoy this circuit? Like, I know you've said it's like look great to commentate on, but do you enjoy racing here? As quickly before you do say that, Schumi to the line, and he sets a 16.5.
Yeah, quickly before I say it, we cannot expect the low or high 113 times, because of course there will be rain in the race, and I think the drivers will put on a wet setup. But me and this track, I have gotten great races here, but still I don't get the smooth racing. I don't get the feeling on this track. Even in second sector, in the SS, I don't get that smooth feeling when driving this track. It is a beautiful track, especially third sector. I love that one with the stadium and how the layout is there. But except from that, I'm not a big fan of it. There's often getting a lot of water between the boats, as we say with Norwegian commentating. Lots big gaps between the drivers. On this track, you do got a good overtaking possibility into turn 1 and turn 4, but just not a personal favorite. But I've done lots of good commentating here rather than the good races here.
Yeah, that is good to see, and we're sorry to everyone who is watching as well who are wondering why there's only 11 drivers. It's because of commitment issues and just other things going on in people's lives that they can't watch here. Maybe a few are just deciding that to watch Drive to Survive, not race tonight instead.
Yeah, and without spoiling anything, like I said, I just watched the first episode, and of course, no spoiler here, but just gonna say that if you haven't watched it, you can look forward to it because it's really exciting.
Yeah, the only spoiler that F1 gave us was a 40-second before the actual thing came out today. I can't remember what time it was, but earlier today was that the only spoiler they gave us was a bit about McLaren just saying like on the grid kind of thing.
Yeah,
but that's it.
Say Rock City is on a hot lap now in his Mercedes.
He is indeed. Let's see who else on lap. I'm Solis has just started his lap. We'll see what he does. Rock City is about to finish his lap. He's heading into the third sector now. It's a really interesting circuit, this, as you can see on the mini-map at the bottom there with the 1, 2 and 3. The hardest section is where the 2 is on the mini-map, by the way, if you can see that. Where that is, there's loads of S's, and it catches people out a lot, that does.
Here comes Rock City then through the stadium into the last corner, where Bottas had a really big crash in 2019. 14.2. That is a good time. Of course, we can't know for sure if there are with a wet or dry setup, but with Rock City's time, if that is with a wet setup, that's pretty good.
It is, indeed, really good time. Let's just tell you that. Yeah, it is really good time. Then, as we're looking, I'm just looking at a bit of Division 4, and they're doing 114s as well. So. Isn't saying there's much difference there in that then, but to there isn't. Other drivers on our lap right now are Jeffrey and I'm Solis. He just completed a lap, but he was invalidated. It would have, by the way, if I just go to his time on screen right now, Jeffrey, where I'm Solis, I think it is, sorry, would have been a 1:17.2. So that could mean he is on a wet setup.
Yeah, the next driver on a hard lap is currently Jeffrey Haney. I can call say that I remember him from my TTL days, driving with him. I remember getting lots of good side-by-side racing with him, and he's a really good, fast, clean driver. I haven't seen him for maybe then 3 seasons now, so I'm excited to see how he will do today. And as I said, that he gets an invalid.
Yeah, he wasn't here last week when you started commentary, so
no.
It'd be very interesting to see what he can do. Solis is now starting his second hot lap. He is here. So yeah, as you guys know, it's wet. I need to validate again, but it'll be wet and dry setups for some. Some will go dry setups knowing that it's maybe only going to rain for a little bit and risk it, and some know it might rain for longer and go for wet setups. If it was you, and it was only say a little bit of the race wet, would you risk it with wet setups or?
No, I would just go for the dry setup and maybe set my rear wing up one step up, and then in the race, if it starts dry, I just drive with that, and when the wet weather comes, I can then turn up my front wing a little bit, so there will be, how would I say it, more stable.
Mm-hmm.
But also, Robin, the championship leader, going to third sector at the moment, and it looks like he's doing a great lap now. And of course, I've only seen him race last week, but he is leading with how much is it? 57 points. This look, I think. Oh, then he comes into 114.5.
Let me just do the math for you.
Yeah, 5/10 or 5,000 in front of Invictus. Silas and for Storm with invalidations.
You are correct, 57.
Yeah. So next one to start a lap and will be a hot lap 2 is. Oh, wait, it's Schmitsky coming to the third sector now. A little bit up in his time. I think he can get past McLeod. If he gets a good third sector, he can also get past Pastel maybe.
He can indeed here as he exits the last sector, just goes over the curb but doesn't invalidate, which is good to see. A little bit of a slide there in the last corner, but not a lot there, and it's a 16.1. He does beat Passels and McLeod.
I think now next one is Mace, or no, he has just started one, I think.
Let's have a look. Storm will be next, but he is invalidated, of course, as you said. Oh, and he spins it anyway.
Silas is also in validation. So actually, I think the next one on a hot lap is Mace.
Yep, Jeffrey just crossing the line now and starts his next lap. He does indeed. Rock City right behind him starts a lap as well. Let's go on board with Maze then and see what he can do. For that tight S section, which is the worst section on circuit, I say, around here.
Yeah, it's the hardest part of this track, not getting invalidated or penalties in the race. I remember my last league race here, I think I got 6 seconds of penalty, and everyone was at that corner. Or those corners.
That's not good.
Well, let's see what he gets. He gets 114.9 into P4 at the moment, and we got Smitsky on an invalid, sadly. I think Jeffrey's on a hot lap.
He is.
Yeah. We can quickly talk about the tires here, because Mexico is a track with much tire degradation or tire wear. I don't remember exactly where. But of course there will be rain in the race if they start with rain or end with rain, and how many laps, that will depend a lot on the strategy. But except from that, with all dry race, the strategy around here is a 2-stop mostly, soft, medium, medium, or you could do also soft, medium, soft. Really hard one, but it is possible. I do know that some people, drivers would maybe go medium hard, because every driver here is out on the soft tires, but it isn't that, maybe 1.5 months since I did my last league race here, and I can't remember anyone driving medium hard or hard medium, because you lose so much time compared to the drivers doing a 2-stop.
You will, indeed. And if I'm Solis did do the lap there, it would have been a 1:17. So he pits instead, deciding not to complete that lap. Storm is in the pits. DeMiles is out. He's about to start his lap in a second. The only other guy on a hot lap right now is Invictus, and that's it. Heading through the tricky S section now he comes. Lovely, through there he goes now into the sector 3, which is the section here, 100th up on his time. So that's 0.01 if you didn't know that. McLeod gets out of his way as he now makes his way to the line there. Let's see what he can do. Will he beat a 1:14.5? 1:14.6. Oh, McLeod must have held him up.
I can see that the Miles have started a lap, and he hasn't set a time yet. Also right behind him is Pastel, also started a hot lap, and Pastel gets invalid. So maybe we can send a Williams then, since he hasn't set a time yet.
Indeed. Let's just have a look then and see what happens with this lap. It's a very, very interesting race this will be tonight. It will, around Mexico.
Yeah.
just to tell you, we'll give you some facts very, very quickly around here, as I always do sometimes. So Mexico itself has held 21 Grand Prix. First time was in 1962. It was indeed. Just to tell you, this circuit we're currently at, they do a 71 lap race. If you didn't know. Which is 4.304 kilometers or 2.674 miles. The race distance, if you didn't know, is 189.738 miles. So if you do the maths, by the way, I'm not really good at maths, but if you do the maths, we are looking today at a 36 lap race.
Yeah, it's 36 laps here if I remember right.
Yes. So 36 laps for these 11 to keep it clean and hopefully give you some good entertainment, even though there's only 11 of them out of the normally 16 to 18 we get.
Oh, I see that in the Discord. I think Jeffrey has made a mistake because I do think that he has put on a dry setup when he wanted a wet setup, because he said, well then I'm effed again. Didn't look at the weather. That could mean that he wanted a wet setup and it's gonna rain that much that he should get a wet setup, and he just had a dry setup. Passel on a hot lap, 4/10 up on his time. That'll get him into P7. It depends how much he can get in this last sector. Looks like a good lap, as we see also Mace right in front of it. He's going to start a lap. It's going to be M1, P7, 115.6 from Passel. Robin starting a hot lap. McLeod going to start a hot lap. Next one is Schmitzky. I think he's on a hot lap.
He is indeed on a hot lap. He is now just headed out the S's and about to finish sector 2, 1/10 up though, so that's good for him as he enters the stadium section.
A little bit behind his time. What about Silas then? Can he improve? Currently no time, and it will be a 160.3. So only a P10 at the moment. Rock City starting a lap, but then we got Mace is the next one.
Yep, they are indeed. McLeod is just heading through the sector as well. He's about a little bit of oversteer there from him. Invalidates, so into the pits.
I'm just looking at Mace, only 200ths of a tenth behind Rock City, and that's Robin. He's done with qualifying.
I'm Celeste, by the way, and Storm are on lap. Storm has not completed a lap yet. He's done 2 laps so far in this session, but they've all been invalidated so far. So he has to at least try this one and get this one done tonight with 11 drivers here. Smash a like if you are watching, by the way, and let us know as well. Hopefully you all do enjoy this race with only 11 drivers. And yes, next week should be back to about 16 to 17.
Jeffrey Haney now coming to the last corner, currently at 150, but okay, he goes into the pits. The mile starting a lap and just making it.
Well, here we Storm's invalidated.
Rock City a 113.8. Wow. That's a great lap time.
Just to say, Maze is 10 seconds down, so 7 seconds down, so he's coming in the pits. Invictus is on a lap, he's 2 thousandths down on his time.
He only needs to improve 5 thousandths to get in front of Robin.
That is unbelievable. It is here. Here he comes then into the last sector now, through it now. It doesn't invalidate, which is good. Now gets to exit out the last corner as quick as he can to the line, and he goes P2. Ooh. And that,
great third sector.
Just to say to everyone who's watching, I'll put it on now for you. the leaders 2 temps down.
Oh no, the miles breaking a little bit too late there. I'm not sure. He didn't get any validation, but he was a little bit on time. Not sure if he can get him past in front of Jeffrey now. Oh, he does. Schmidtski goes into the pits. What about Silas? He's the last one, and he does not improve.
So there we go then. That is qualifying over for tonight. It is by the way, 113.893 for Rock City. Invictus, better tonight he was with 14.1, but is not where he has come back to be better in the championship. For the last couple of rounds, he's just been there or thereabouts, breaking just a low of top 10 or just underneath. So tonight, seeing him in P2 is really good to see.
Yeah, Rock City's pole time 113.8. Of course, not sure if that was a wet or dry setup, but it looks like a dry setup. But if it is a wet setup, that's one hell of a time.
Agreed, there it is. So all separated by 2.4 seconds, and if the top like 4 were wet setups, cracking times, as we say, it's Rock City first by 2 temps over Invictus, then it's Maze, Robin, DeMiles, Jeffrey, Purcells, Samitsky, McLeod, I'm Solis, and Storm did not set a time, but he did do 2 laps that were both invalidated.
So yeah, Robin here, we can confirm that he did qualifying with a wet setup.
Rock City says he's just doing it with wet setup as well.
Yeah, I just saw it in chat with Ronheim, and here it is, a lot of rain then. The drive's gonna get ready with our setup and strategy, and meanwhile we can quickly say that it will be a quiet formation lap. It will be a 1-minute silence honoring Murray Walker, the most legendary commentator ever, and I always also do this for Sabine Schmidt, who recently also died. Incredible racing driver, known for being in Top Gear and the Queen of Nürburgring, I think it was they called her. So and when the formation lap starts, we do a 1-minute silence for those 2.
Okay, and last race she raced, by the way, around the Nordschleife and Nürburgring was the VLN 2014, I think it was one of her last ones.
Yeah, so as we're going to see the formation lap now, 1-minute silence for those 2.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So when they start, we're going to have a minute until the last sector. Here we go.
And then after that silence, remembering Murray Walker and Sabine Schmidt, so we now see the drivers getting back onto the grid with their intermediate tires, so no wet.
Indeed, we are seeing them come to the grid, and we will be giving you the start tonight to the capable hands of Ollie as well. So Ollie, take it away.
Thanks. We see the drivers now are lining up. Take it quickly through the grid, we got Roxy in pole, Invictus in second, Mace in third, Robin in fourth, Damaris in fifth, Jeffrey in sixth, Pascal in seventh, Schmitzky in eighth, McLeod in ninth, in 10th we got Sales, and then we got Enzo Storm in 11th. They're all drivers on the intermediates, as we're going to see Storm park his car, and we're now waiting for the 5 red lights here tonight. If I can get a good camera angle then. There we got 3, 4 and 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Who will get the best start? Oh, we see Williams getting out on the grass there. I think that Rock City is getting a great start. We see Robin already making up 2 places, hunting down Rock City into turn 1. I'm not sure if you can get any overtake on Rock City, too far behind, but a great start from the German driver there in P2 at the moment. Further behind we see Silas and Schmitzy driving side by side, fighting for P5 then, and then now Schmitzy fighting with Jeffrey Haney. And so Storm made up 2 places, now hunting down TTGaming Mace. Mace had a not so great start. Did you see anything else happen?
Well, as we were seeing the start like you were, because we are doing the stream, but great start, and also we saw I'm Celeste get past Pasals and have a mistake for one driver there.
Storm and Mace almost went into the wall, little touch there, now the miles touching them as well.
So let's quickly tell you that 2 positions gained for Robin, 6th for I'm Celeste, and the biggest losers were the miles down 5, Maze down 6.
Yeah, we see that S section in wet weather is so hard.
It is indeed. Leader's got a 7-second gap already. The top 4 are separate. The top 5, sorry. Top 4 have a gap that is massive right now. They do indeed. Just tell you, it's either 2-stop or 3-stop around here. Apparently, it's inters, or inters. And just to say, the game has glitched again for 2 seconds. I think. Has it? No, it hasn't. Well, it has. Yeah, it has. Sorry, it has done. Side by side they go here then, and I'm Celeste. Why is I'm Celeste there? I don't know actually. No, I'm.
It is the 2 Ferraris. I think the glitch here is Invictus in front of Roxy and Robin.
Yeah, that's correct. But Robin's closed up to Rock City now. He's on the back of him now, fighting for the lead of the Grand Prix. And I'm Celeste did, in fact, get past Invictus as well.
Yeah, Rock City looking in the mirror, seeing a German driver hungry for that P1 today. You see the gap is almost a second now, but this S section is really hard, and I think that Robin maybe has gotten a warning or 2 for track limits at the moment. Gotta be a little bit careful.
He will be indeed, as Jeffrey now is the closest battle here. Jeffrey, Smitsky and McLeod. There are the ones who are having the battle. Here we go, then just Jeffrey on the back of Smitsky. Will he make it through here into the S section? I don't think he will, but in the background looked like he was going to try and get through there. Did the miles on the back of Maze, but backed out a lot there, he has.
Robin right on the back on Rock City now, using his overtake, can get past into or before turn 1 maybe. So close now, where it's going to go? He's going to go on the outside of the Mercedes driver, and he breaks a little bit later, die or stays on the outside. Rock City doesn't want to give that place up. They're still side by side, as Robin gets a 3-second time penalty also, and they're still side by side through turn 1, 2 and 3. But who will get the best second? Oh, as Robin gets a little wheel spin, and that makes Rock City keep that P1. Storm with a 3-second also.
It does indeed, and here they come then down the other direction it would be in the game. Side by side, well, nearly side by side there they were, which were McLeod and Jeffrey there. They were, but Jeffrey keeps the position there. He does, and McLeod makes a little mistake, and that has let Jeffrey pull away. And now it's Mitsuki and Pasals a bit further ahead of them, who are battling as well. Hopefully, by the way, very quickly, it doesn't go into what some races do around here, where we have the first 12, maybe first 12 laps being really good, then we have like the middle section where there's just no battling at all.
Invictus has spun around. No
he
good
has
damage,
indeed.
luckily. Oh, and Jeffrey almost spins out when being right on the back of Schmitzy. We see the 2 Honda powered cars with the McLarens fighting for P4 here. as McLeod also get a 3-second time penalty, which only been 3 laps. 3 drivers with penalties. I think we're gonna see many penalties the rest of the race.
We will.
As we see Jeffrey right on the back of Smitsky now, but Smitsky also staying in the back of Passel, and right behind there we got McLeod. But of course they don't have any DRS now, as they would normally.
Oh, Invictus is out. He's crashed at the last corner.
Yeah, sadly we can't see it because we don't got any cars there. But I would guess he has spun out on the exit there, because of the rain, of course. It's very slippery and too much throttle and you're out. Oh, it's a safety car! That's interesting.
Okay. I was basically just going to say very quickly, it must have been in a dangerous position then to have that safety car, and for the safety car needed to be out for it so they can collect the, if in real life would have had to collect the car up.
Yeah. Silas, he has made up 7 places, so he has had a great race so far. He's kind of 5 seconds behind Robin and Rocksteady, but he will catch up to them because of the safety car. I don't think the safety car is going to stay out for a while. I think maybe the whole field can catch up to us on lap 5. So it will, maybe we can see safety car in this lap at the end of lap 5, maybe.
Maybe indeed, but it could just be 2 laps. It depends what the safety car does here, as the leader exits final corner now and should have telemetry taken off now and just saying catch up with the safety car now, so hopefully he can put as quick as he wants now.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is gonna... Oh, Smitsky goes into the pits. And there's no wing damage there, and McLeod also.
Let's see what happens then. Are they going on to fresh inters, or is it time now to maybe switch on to say some proper wets?
I just fresh inters. I'm surprised because we're only with a few laps, and of course there's still high tire wear, but maybe it still will work with a 2-stop. So they now for pit in 15 laps now for the 3rd inter tires. And also something else I was thinking about: a safety car in a wet race. It's actually a little bit dangerous for the drivers because they gotta keep the tire temperature up, and with the rain already making them low. Now with the safety car going this slow, we see Rock City and Robin keeping the tires warm here, being a little hard on the throttle, getting a wheel spin on the back tires, really good. Something I often do, not the smartest thing. I try to lock up my front wheels to get some temperature in them. I wouldn't recommend it, of course, with the tire wear, but it's not that big difference from doing a little wheel spin with your rear tires. And also because of the drivers when enter the pit will not see the safety car in this lap, because the whole field has to catch up.
Indeed, and just to say with Passal's, he didn't actually do any spinning or anything with his tyres, so he's a driver there who didn't actually do any. He's now doing it as we speak at the end of a lap, but the benefits will really, it's really interesting. It's like Raikkonen, sorry, a couple of years ago, where he didn't do his tyres and everyone else was like weaving frantically to do their tyres.
Yeah, I think it was Singapore 2017, maybe? Or...
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, it's like really interesting to see anyway that it does affect you on this game. But yeah, one more lap then behind the safety car and then we should be fine to be racing again. Also as well, just to say, we are on round number, what round are we on? 9 out of 11, by the way. We have 2 more rounds to go after tonight, and they are, of course, the 2 big ones. Not the creme de la creme, of course, because they're not, but they are, of course, if you wanted to know, Brazil and Abu Dhabi. So yeah, but we still have a long way to go yet. Next lap we'll have 30 to go. We will, of this one.
I'm just doing a quick math here, thinking about the championship, and with 25 at the moment, if Roxette gets P1 and Robin gets P2, Robin will be leading with 50 points, but it isn't Rock City is the one. Yeah, it's Mace. So at the moment, Mace will only get how much is 2 points, or I'm not sure. Isn't there a little different point system here in TTML, if I remember right? Let's see. I'm gonna get it here.
I'm just having a look for you now to see if I can find the point system for you.
Yeah, I did find it. And at the moment, Robin will get 25 points, and Mace will get 11. So that's a little bit harder to do the math. But then 87 minus 11, that's 76. So at the moment, if this is how it's gonna end, I think Robin could take the championship today.
Oh,
what's happened?
He's pitting.
Actually...
I'm a green. We are green.
Oh, and there's a crash here. Jeffrey Henry spins around and gets hit by Schmitsky. As I was talking about the championship, it's a little bit hard for me to do the math. It's a little bit different now, but when the punches. But also, Jeffrey has actually left the session, and Robin got green damage, changing it. So I think something happened out of last corner because there was a yellow flag. The mouse with a 3-second.
Just to say very quickly as we go back before we go. Actually, we don't, because DeMiles now is really close. Now he's going to go side by side. Is he? Yes, they are here, and Storm has done it. Through past Mate he goes. DeMiles though not going to get past Smitsky at the moment. Just if you are tuning in and you've never heard it before, the new rule point system. It is 30 points for your leader, and for 19th it's 1 point. So it goes 30, 25, 20, 18, 15, 14, 13, all the way down to 1 for 19th. There it does. As Invictus says, I can't drive in the wet. So there you go.
Oh, Storm right on the back of the miles now.
Yep,
looks like Storm got a good pace at the moment, and Robin gets past. Okay, yeah, Jeffrey's the AI because he left.
I will have a look and see if that's just a what you call it, in the game, just like he glitched and lagged off, like left because of that. I'll just check, and if it is, I'll invite him back.
Oh, the miles into the pits.
Yeah. Right, Jeffrey needs another invite.
Catching up. This is up. Storm up 6 places. Pastel up 4. Schmitsky up 4.
I don't want to go blue screen because it would annoy the hell out of you guys who are watching stream, but Jeffrey needs an invite, so I'll quickly do that. We can do a bit of radio for a second. Like, you can tell him what's going on, but you can't see it.
Locks up there, and Schmitsky gets really close, almost hits him in the back.
Well, sadly on my screen it wouldn't allow me to invite him. I do apologise.
Let me try.
Yeah, let's Ashley, give me Ashley. This is my best work. 1 second. That's what mine says. But oh, it's double underscore. That's why. If you didn't know, it's Jeffrey underscore underscore. Right, anyway, let's go back to... Come on, game. Sorry I got biased about this, my PlayStation is just a bit of a glitch at the moment, do apologise, we're just trying to get back onto the racing for you and you can watch then the rest of the race, and we are moments away from there. Oh, we're back now.
Pastel who just went in, okay, yeah, well, still Pastel just went into the pits, Robin is going, or, I don't got the English word, but he gets past Pastel. Going now to turn 1, and how far behind Rock City? Let me check. He is 29 seconds behind Rock City. It isn't the longest pit on this track, but still, a lot can change. Of course, Robin on fresh intermediates, Rock City on a little bit older, but Rock City just getting further and further in front of Silas.
Indeed, we're just going to have a look for you because I do have a thing we did have in a different league. So I'm just going to check if we can find that for you now about it.
Can I see everyone has pitted and or not Rock City or Silas. Those are the only one who has no went into the pits. As Silas goes into the pits this lap, the miles get a 3 second. So at the moment we got Silas, Storm, Robin, the miles, and yellow flag. What's happened is it's McLeod.
He's got a bit of wing damage.
Oh no.
He has that bit of wing damage to his left end plate. So that's not good to see. There it's not. With 10 seconds behind, 24 seconds now he is behind. But here we go then. I'm Solis exits the pits and Robin straight past him again.
I almost got the meme. I don't know if you or any of the viewers have seen it, but it's Derby Clarkson Top Gear. Oh no. Anyway, and it just keeps on because of McLeod spinning. So I just thought about that, but like, no, don't say it. Well, at the moment then, Rock City is the only driver who has went into the pits. He's currently 10 seconds in front of Skvitsky and 16, what, no, let me double check, no, 28 seconds in front of Robin. So Rock City showing a good pace here today. I'm not sure about how those medium tires are at the moment, but maybe he's going for a one stop with the intermediates.
Yeah, he could do a one-stop around here with these, but the personal what the game says anyway is a 2 to 3 stop is the best option around here.
Yeah, well, take a look at this. He was now on his 12th lap, and he improved his best lap with 1/10. So that shows that his tires are still pretty great.
Indeed. He does indeed. Up in P2, Samitsky 1.9 seconds ahead of Storm at the moment in P3. Just to say, by the way, as McLeod is heading around the circuit, so didn't pit. So maybe he thinks his front wing's okay at the moment.
Yeah, of course, with the rain, they already got less. Well, they do, of course, have lots of downforce, but still, I don't think it isn't that much difference that he feels. Compared to that, he already has to go much slower since it's raining. So I can see Storm chasing Spitsky. Spitsky is currently up 6th place and Storm up 8. Both have wanted into the pit stop, I think, or am I wrong? Let me check.
They both have been in.
Yeah. So those two are doing. Yeah, it looks like they're having a great race at the moment. Of course, they will have to pit at least one more time. But in this position, having done a pit stop and at this position, is good. As Rock City goes into the pits, so he is not in a one stop. Where will he come out? I think he will come out in front of Robin. I think Mace will get past him. Yeah, Mace will get past, but Robin won't. Robin is too far behind. if you will just keep on the commentating, I'm gonna try to do the mathematic and find out what position Mace and Robin will need about the championship.
Okay, that's fine. That is there. Yeah. So as you just before we do talk about the commentary, very quickly, it is 204 plays 147. It does indeed, as they are here out here. The closest battle now is Storm and Samitsky are having a battle because Rock City's just pitted. He has here, luckily of Robin here, so he keeps the position there he does. But let's see what happens here then as we go on board with Storm, who is closing that gap down. He is here, but the gap is now just gone back up because he's made a little tiny mistake there, which would have cost him a tiny bit of time there. It would have done there in the first couple of sectors there he did, but it's okay now. It is indeed. Here as a head around, so there's only 2 more rounds to go, so and only a maximum I think of 60 points still up for grabs. So yeah, it's not really that interesting. Really, May's up in 3rd now, looking really comfortable there in P3, but let's see what happens here then, and we will wait and see what happens actually with Rock City here, if he's going to get a quick lap or not on his first proper flying lap on them set of intermediates. Here they are. It's interesting to see though in this race, as you all are watching, and we'll talk to Ollie in a minute about this, but the guys who pitted early have actually really benefited.
Okay.
And I feel very quickly, and sorry about Ollie, but I feel like they're going to probably do well. Oh, over to you, Ollie.
Okay, at the moment, if Mace gets a P3 and Robin gets a P5, Robin will be leading with 52 points. So that will mean at this, how it is standing right now, he will not get the championship today, because he will have to lead with, is it fast lap for 1 point?
Fastest, yeah, fast lap 1 point, Andy. Who got pole, by the way, just quickly to ask?
That was Rock City, so...
Because you get 2 points for pole.
Yeah, and in the championship fight, I think it is between Mace and Robin at the moment. So, he will have to... If they get 62 points, there will be, like, not 100% sure, but he will need leading with 63 points in front of Mace if he wants to keep or get the championship today.
Yeah. He will indeed. He will have to, if it stays as it is, then it, yeah, as you say, it won't go. But I think Mays will have to hopefully finish like 4th and Robin like 3rd or 2nd to win it. So, yeah.
Or Robin needs 6 points more than Mace today if he wants to take the championship today.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because he's leading with 57 points, so 6 points more, 63.
Oh, with a spin.
And
that's McLeod.
2 more races left. You can. Oh, okay, yeah, of course, pole position 2 points.
Is it?
Yeah, then he will need to be 100% sure. He will need 10 more points more. Thinking about pole position 2 points or something.
1 second, let me just have a look quickly. Yeah, pole position is 2 points and fastest lap is 1. Yeah. So there you go.
Okay, yeah. So with with 2 races left, maximum score with an pole win and fastest lap is 35 points. So he will need. How much will that be?
Well, let me just have a look. Let me just count for you. 30, 33.
Yeah, we're comparing 2 races left. Then we got 31, 62, and then with pole position, then we got 66, and he's doing with 57. So yeah, 10 points more than Mace today to secure that championship. Then that's the final answer: 10 points more than Mace. And at the moment, that will not happen.
It won't, but it could do though, because Maze is here. Look, right on the back of him now with Rock City. So that's a battle now happening for P number 3, which is Robin is only 4 seconds back, so could be dragged into this as well.
Yeah, and then after Mace, he only got 3 seconds up to NSR Storm, and yeah, both of them are Norwegians, but trust me, there will not be any team orders coming to Nation between those two.
There won't. No.
NSR and OWR has its rivalry.
Indeed. Just in front of them, by the way, is a lapped car which they're about to lap, which is if I'm rightly saying, let me just check. Well, actually, there isn't a lapped car. No, there isn't. Oh, there is. It's Jeffrey. Sorry.
Yeah, Jeffrey also.
Yeah, Jeffrey's not here racing anymore. I don't think he might be, but I don't think he is. So it's his ghost car they're about to overtake.
As we see, Rock City got past Mace, so now Mace got Robin behind him.
I'm McLeod, so they did. Yeah. So
yeah, I think it will be really exciting compared. We still got 19 laps of racing. Storm is now leading with 4 seconds. No, yeah, 4 seconds. But here comes the but. He got 6 seconds of penalty, and he will also have to do another pit stop. He already have 11 laps on those, and Rock City I think did 13 or 14 laps. Yeah, 13 laps on those he did. Oh, okay. I thought it was racing, but it was just McLeod being lapped. But now Robin is closing in really much on Mace. This is the championship fight we're gonna see here now. Half a second up to, or 4 tenths up to Mace now. It's go hard, go home.
It is indeed, and just to tell you as well, DeMiles is closing up to Passals as well for a battle there as well. Here they go then, out of the last corner, and it will be pretty much a drag race, I think this will. And it is going to be a drag race, because here we go then, side by side they go, put back into a line they go then, out of the line now they come, to the first corner now they're going to go. ERS should be on for both of them here. Nope, no ERS being used for both of them here, and they break in, and nothing happens there. It doesn't, as right behind them, as you say, is McLeod. It is who's been lapped, but it's really close and intense here. It is to see here as...
Oh. A little wheel spin from Robin there, scary to be on board. I don't think he's gonna. Nah, he's saying it's safe now.
He is. He just needs to get that P3 today, and next week potentially just beat Maze around the circuit, and probably will clinch the championship.
Yeah.
It going into season 4, it will be indeed here. Just to say as well, apparently, if Robin wins today, it will be 3 times in like three or 4 seasons that he's won around here in Mexico. Oh. But he gets another penalty.
But he does get past Mace now, I think. Yeah, he does. Got a better exit than Mace, but now I think he gets 6 seconds of penalties. That's not good for him. Also, Rock City right on the back on his fellow Norwegian, and NSR Storm, but NSR Storm going into the pits. The Miles and Passel then, like lead with a penalty. Storm on his way out of the pits now. Can't Passel and the Miles get close to him? I don't think so. There, Storm is out of the pits. Here comes Passel and the Miles. Can it get... I think it will be a fight between Passel and Storm. It's going to be really close between them. Going to try on the outside of Storm. Who breaks latest? Still side by side. Storm doesn't want to give up that place. But he's on the call, fresh tires, and Passel has to cut the corner there, and Storm comes out in P6. And now right on the back is the Miles. The fight for P6 is on between the 3 drivers here. Oh, and Damiles sends it down the inside on the McLaren driver, but he can't get past Passel yet.
No. Yeah, he can't get past Passauers, and that's something that is was good move there. It was good move there. Sorry, from Storm it was. Just as says, well, we have Samitsky now closing in on Amselis. He's only 9 tenths back. That was a couple of laps ago, 2 seconds. So that has come down throughout the laps, and I think it could be because Amselis is on the older tyres compared to Samitsky, who's on the fresher 2-lap-old tyres. You know,
yeah.
But yeah.
Smitsky and Storm, I was thinking about their tires. They're on so fresh tires, but can they go to the finish? Smitsky has to do almost 20 laps, and Storm will have to do 16. I think it's a possibility because we've seen the drivers on the other tires go 12, 13, 14, 15. We see Mace on 14 laps on the inters now, and I think what they're doing is that the first stints are just not taking the full out to either so they can get their last intermediate stint with a full out and just pushing those tires all the way till the end.
Well, just to tell you, everybody who's on penalties, Passhouse has 3. Rock City, Maze, Samitsky, and Jeffrey, who's not here anymore. Jeffrey isn't. No penalties, by the way. Everyone else is on penalties, who I've not said, except DeMiles and McLeod. DeMiles and McLeod have 18 seconds.
McLeod spins out of the race, and there's a virtual safety car. What does the driver in front does now? Robin and Mace, I'm 100% sure they will go to the pit. Maybe Rock City. Rock City though, so there'll probably be a double sack from the Mercedes.
Let's see if Mace is coming in or not then. Yes, he does. Robbie,
yeah.
This is going to be great from the Mercedes team though. They're going to be very quick on this. Leader is out.
Really lucky, though.
And Maze is now coming in, and tyres are on. That is so slick from the Mercedes team that is there. And he exits now. That is quality timing from both of them there. I think he braked a bit slower, Maze did, so he just came in at the right time there. Imsalis leads the race then, Samitsky second, and Rock City will be third. Just to tell you as well, as I was going to say penalty-wise, Imsalis, Robin and Storm have 6 seconds worth of penalties.
Well, or the double sack from Mercedes, they're really good. I think Mace only lost maybe 1 second there as the rear safe car is over. And Robin has come right in front of Storm. Storm is on the fresh charge, but also Silas and Smitsky, currently P1 and P2. I think they will have to do another pit stop.
Indeed, they do. I think they do have to do a pit stop. I think the only ones who will have to do another pit stop now will be Jeffrey. Jeffrey's not here, but we'll say him anyway. Pasau's and probably Imsalis will be the ones who pit next. Everyone else, I think, can go to the end.
Smitsky now closing in on Silas. 8 tenths behind, 7.
Silas just.
We also see Robin just getting closer and closer to Rock City. 1.1 now.
I'm just gonna do. Here they go then. Amsalis is pitting and Samitsky leads. Just to say as well, by the way, as I quickly look at the. Let me just quickly look. As I do this, at the points. So if it stays as we are, Robin's gonna get 20 points. And Maze is going to be getting 15.
That's not enough for Robin if he wants a championship today.
But he's right on the back of Rock City.
Yeah, and if he gets past him and Smitsky does another pit stop, he will be leading and getting 30 points.
And that could win him the championship today.
Indeed.
But we do still have 2 rounds left. We do, of course, the final one in Americas, which is Brazil, and then we head to Abu Dhabi, which is the proper final round, and our proper final round of this one as well. It will be here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is my favorite, I get a lot of hate on this opinion, but Abu Dhabi is my favorite, number 1 favorite track. I just love it. Yeah, of course, in real life they're not the best racing, but in the league racing, I can see a lot of good racing.
It is.
And The layout, the fact that we race on evening, like we can see the sunset while we drive/commentate, and I just really love that.
Indeed, it is really good steers. Here he comes then. Is it going to happen here then on this lap for Rock City to get past Samitsky here? But Robin, a 1:27 there for him, 1:27.6 or 1:6 or 8 there. I can't really see that, but there he goes then as they come out the corner now. Let's see if he goes then for it. A dive bomb? No, he can't at the moment. So just to confirm that to you guys very quickly, it is a 37.652 there for fastest lap, and it's the top 3, by the way, are separated now by a second.
Yeah, they're really close now. You'll see them hunting down Smitsky and Rock City.
And just to say as well, by the way, they're about to lap Jeffrey for the first time today. They are in a minute. The ghost car of Jeffrey, they're about to lap. They are indeed here. As here he goes. No, a little mistake there from Rock City. Robin's right on the back now. He's literally nearly touched the back flashing light there, of weird diffuser there he did on the car. And it's interesting to see this actually. It is, as Robin is right behind him here. A little straight they go on to now then. Let's see if Robin can get any closer here, or the lead, or the lead can change or not. Rock City broke a lot later than Samitsky there, but couldn't make it through. Same for Robin, can't close the gap in at all here. What would you do if you're in Robin's position now, knowing that just overtaking 1 or 2 of these could win you the championship?
Oh, I would be really stressed out. I've been in championship fights before myself, and the pressure is always on your mind, knowing that one little mistake can cost you the championship, and everything you do will count now. You have to do everything right, no mistakes, and sadly Robin has done some mistakes. You do have 6 seconds of penalty, so either if he gets past them, he's still got 12 laps to get 6 seconds in front of Rock City at least, because Smitsky is probably going to do another pit stop. So close between them now, and Storm 2.8 seconds behind, closing in a little bit, probably because they're so close in front of him and fighting now. Well, now back with the fight for P1 then. Rock City only 3 tenths behind, and then we got Robin 8 tenths behind there. Rock City wants to get past him, but he just can't do it. Just close enough! Oh, and Rock City with a 3-second penalty. Braked a little bit late, but on the inside of Switsky. Had to cut the corner to not take Switsky out, or spin him around. Bomb.
That makes it very quick. That makes it now. Robin just needs to get a 3-second gap. That's all. Robin needs to get a 6-second gap now. That's all he needs. Well, actually, it'll be a 3-second gap. Actually, Robin needs on Rock City, but 6 seconds on Samitsky here. I believe as well, we're looking around 27, 28, maybe even 29. Samitsky will pit again for his final stop here. Could, as the rain looks like it is slowing down here, won't go onto the soft compound, as there goes Rock City, nearly tries to get through but can't.
To answer your question, I honestly, with 10 laps left, I do not think we will get any racing with the soft tires, but Rock City and Smitsky doing side by side now. Smitsky doesn't want to give up then P1, but it goes a little bit wide there, stays on the inside though, cuts the corner a little bit. And there comes, and now he's blocking off Robin right behind, gonna try to get a good switch back as Smitsky goes into the pits. So at the moment, Robin P2, 25 points, and Mace P4 with 18 points. So if Robin want to take that championship tonight, he needs to get in front of Rock City, and also get or pass him and then get in front of him with 3 seconds. If he does that, he will get 12 points more than Mace, and that is enough. But also, Storm does have 6 seconds of time penalties, and Mace is 6.9 behind.
Indeed, that's the only thing we're interested in here, because Maze has no penalties, Maze doesn't. And just to give you an idea on that strategy situation, if he is closer to Robin, like at the end of this race, if he gets the gap down to under 6 seconds between him and Robin, you never know, he could actually leapfrog Robin in this race, and Robin will have to try in Brazil or even in Abu Dhabi to win the championship here. Robin, all he needs to do tonight, all he needs to think about in all 3 rounds, if I was him, is just beat Maze on circuit and beat him to get the points, is all I would say.
Yeah.
As he's so close to the back of Rock City now, if he can overtake him, pull a gap out of 3 seconds, he's got the win.
Yeah, I was also thinking a thing. If Mace gets 3rd place and Rock City gets 1st, he will still have 10 points more than Mace, and that will be the championship.
It will. But it's been a dominating performance though from Rock City. He's won loads of races this year, qualified really well, put the points in where he needed to put the points in. Same for Rock City, done really well this year as well, with a few great results as well. Everyone has done really well this year. I can't fault any driver this year. It's my first time, by the way, it's my first season commentating in this league, right? And they have just been really good racing this year, from the first race which had only 16 in it to 20 in one race to a few races with not many. It's been brilliant commentary. 2 more races to go though with this 11, and then we have a couple of weeks break. Well, I think it's like a week or 2 break, and then we're back for a 10 round championship, or to 10 or 9 rounds. But they are close here at the front. It is now come down again to 7 tenths.
Robin now still chasing Rock City, and Mace is 5.8 behind Storm, which means he will currently have the P3.
He will indeed. That is good to see that will, but Robin just needs to get the lead here. We do, of course, as we're going to say here, only have 9 laps to go now, so it's interesting to see with 9 laps to go what's going to happen here. But still, that's a long race to go yet. 9 laps, as you know, it's not a sprint. It's still a long way to go. 9 laps around here, as I can tell you, times wise for the drivers, 9 laps around here. If I do my maths correctly here, I'll do some maths anyway and be back with you on that one. But yeah.
We see Frey Pepper in the chat also. Hello, as you're now coming in a little bit late, watching Robin and Rock City fighting here, as Robin needs that P1 if he wants to take the championship today. And also Mace, currently Mace will need a P2, or if Robin gets P1, Mace will need a P2. There we got it.
Yeah, just to tell you, we still have, well, we did on the start of this lap have 13 minutes to go of racing, by the way. So we're looking tonight to probably be finished, if as we cross line now, 27.479 there for Robin, but we're going to be finished around just after 20 past tonight. We're going to be finishing, so yeah. There you go. Here, so 20 past the hour will be when we're finishing here, and this is the closest battle on circuit. Samitsky has closed the gap from 2 seconds, by the way, to 1.6 behind I'm Celise. We'll keep it. I'm Silas or I'm Celise, and we'll keep an eye on that one for you if that ever develops into anything. But still with the lead battle here, which is under a second. Do you think it's just a waiting game, by the way, for Rock City now, to know when Robin's going to pounce?
I'm not sure. Let's take a quick look at the tires again. yeah, both on 7 laps now, so the tires doesn't have any role here. I've also been on board with Robin now. I can see it out of corners. He gets a lot, very much wheel spin, and it gives Rock City a better exit sometime. Also, Rock City do have 3 seconds, so I think that he's really stressed now, because at the moment he will be winning the race, just nothing about the championship now, just the race. And for Rock City then, if he gets a 3 second now, I think Robin will be giving everything.
Well, somebody just did get a 3 second time penalty, and that was I'm Least there going up to. So it wasn't. It was DeMiles getting 21 seconds now. So there you go.
Rock City getting further in front of Robin now. Lap 30 out of 36.
Oh, no, it was I'm Least, sorry. Yeah.
Now Smitsky also only 1.2 behind Silas, so it could be a fight for P5 also. Silas do have a penalty and Smitsky doesn't.
That was a bit of a mistake there from Robin. He made a wobble. He made a oversteer there, and lost a couple of attempts. But he's closed that back in on that little straight. I feel like here Robin could do it if we had another like if we had 40 laps here. I think Robin would definitely do this. But I think we've just got too little laps to go.
Yeah. Another fight we haven't actually really talked about. There's actually a fight for P3 going on, because Mace is 6.2, 6.3 now behind Storm, and Storm have 6 seconds of penalty. Oh, look at Robin now on the inside of Rock City, breaks a little bit later. Can he get the overtake done? He pushes Rock City a little bit wide, and Robin almost spins into the wall there. Rock City trying to stay on the back of him, but he can't. Robin is up to P1 now, and at the moment he will take the championship. Even if Mace gets P3 or P4, Mace needs P2 if he wants to stay in the championship fight. Yeah, really exciting racing getting here now. Also again about the P3 fights. 5.8 behind, 5.7 behind Storm. Silas with another penalty. Thinking that we started with 11 drivers, only 9 drivers left. We're getting really good racing here. Thinking about that we are only a few drivers. Oh, Rock City back to P1.
Thank you.
I wasn't done here. I was with Silas, but he didn't do it into the braking zone there. I think maybe Robin made a mistake and Rock City swooped past him.
Robin did make a mistake. Yes, he oversteered a little bit.
Oh yeah, now I saw it on stream.
Out the corner. But I still think Robin has the pace. But look at that. 5.3 seconds now. Mate has done it. He's got third. There he has in the bag at the moment. But the gap is coming rapidly down. There it is. It was 5.3. It's now 5.0. So 5 seconds. Something must be happening there with Storm. Made a little mistake in that corner. I can confirm it. The rain is coming down very lightly right now, as DeMiles gets another 3 second time penalty. By the way, just to tell you in the game, if you get anything over 30 seconds, you get disqualified, by the way, so just to tell you. In this game. But yeah, look at this. He's right on the back of him now, with only, as we are on for 5 laps to go, by the way. As he's going to go for it then. He looks like he was going to go for it there, but he's too far back now to actually try it. Bit further down in the order here. I'm Celise is being battled down by Samitsky now. That's gone down to 6 attempts, that has now. But the battle for the lead is still hotly contested.
Yeah. And as we see DeMiles going to the pit, and I feel anxiety building up, watching how much throttle Robin does out of the corners, and just hearing the engine screaming while he just a lot of wheel spin. And as a driver driving without traction control, it almost gives me a heart attack watching.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I totally know what you mean. Robin's trying everything he can though to win this race tonight and pull a 3-second gap. As that might have done it there for Imsalisa. I think that might have backed it. 18 seconds though. Imsalisa's lost that position anyway to Stamitsky anyway. But that's a battle that could happen on circuit. But Robin again out the last corner made a wobble, made an oversteer, and has lost a chunk of time there. Was 0.4, now 0.7 it is now, which is 7 tenths by the way. There it is. But here goes Stamitsky then. Let's see what he can do on the back of Salis, who is already going to be behind him at the end of the race. But it's a battle though on track for position. Let's see what happens here then. He's going to go down the inside here. I think Imsalisa is going to let him through here, is he? It looks like he might do actually, just keep him through. But no, he's not close enough to get through there. And it is very light rain now. It's very light rain. Not enough for dry tyres, of course, but it's still very light here. And it's gone back up to 6.2 now with Mays. So Mays must have made a mistake, or somehow Storm found some pace around here as well for battle for P3. And Robin here won't win the championship tonight, it looks like, but it's closing on the back of Rock City.
Oh, did you see what I just saw?
With what?
Robin with another penalty.
Yep.
That makes this okay. Now it's just even more interesting. This lap plus 2 more laps, and Robin got 9 seconds of penalty. At the moment, he will not have enough points to get that championship at the moment, because he will get 25 points and Mace will get 18 points. But if he gets past Storm, he will get 20. So
he has as well. He's got Storm at the moment, so. Well, it would just have to be see what happens at the line here, but let's quickly go back to it now. They're going side by side. They are here. Is he going to make his way through here as they break into the corner? No, he's a bit too far back there, but no, they're still side by side here. They are with Stamitsky. Makes a little mistake, Stamitsky does, and Salis gets back through. But this is for position on track, but in actual matter of fact, it's going to be nothing to do with actual position, because they'll just switch when the race finishes. They will, due to penalty wise, but great battling though nonetheless. But as you were saying earlier, by the way, with him coming out the corners, he's great at doing the S section and then putting that lot of throttle on and then losing the throttle, putting it on, putting it off. Yeah. Robin is. Here he is. Let's just quickly go on board with Robin on the TV pod cam, and see what he can do here then as we start the penultimate lap now we do. Over to you.
So close now. I'm just gonna stay in the back and look at Silas and Stamitsky.
Okay then, as they head across the line now, they do to start lap 20. Start lap 35 as well now. Side by side they go, and Stamitsky's done it.
Yeah, but it gives the slipstream right away to Silas, so Silas will get him back into turn 1.
Or will he? No, he won't. There we go. Through goes Stamitsky then, but makes a mistake. It's Silas. Nope, Silas won't get anything near him. Robin, though, is closing here. Just watch on board with him, look. Goes really quickly out of the corners, then does the throttle a lot there. Again, that'll be another warning for Robin there, so that's going to keep him on his toes here. He's had another warning here he has today. Here to say, just to tell you as well, penalties are exactly the well, actually no, they're not. De Miles has too many more, but he's right on the back of Pasau's here. By the way, as well, just to tell you, their penalties could change as well. They could, so penalty points could change as well at the end of the race, as well as Rock City crosses and starts the last lap now. He does same with Robin. They start last lap now. By the way, so if they have 27, or if you have say 8 seconds of penalties, they could be changed at the end of the race with steward requirements and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a yellow flag, Silas, running the last lap now, and they're fighting for P3. Doesn't look good for Storm. Mace is 4.6 behind, and Storm gets 6 seconds of penalty. Robin and the championship doesn't look good at the moment either, or taking the championship today.
But with a bit of pride though, I think Robin will probably want to win this one just on circuit, just to prove that he could have won it if he didn't have penalties. I think, but they're starting now, they are... Sorry?
Smitsky with a 3 second, we also saw Robin being a little bit out on the grass. Oh, yeah, at the moment, as we go into the third sector for the last time, doesn't look like Robin will get the win, but Rock City got pole position with a 1:13.8. It's done an incredible job this race, as Storm gets another 3 second penalty, so there goes the podium for him. But now Rock City will take the checkered flag, and he will win today's race here in Mexico. Autodromo Hermanes, and Robin will get P2.
Side by side, sorry, they're going, and it looks like it's going to be Mays going through for P3, and he's done it on circuit, so it doesn't matter what penalty Storm has, Mays has taken him on the circuit.
Indeed, and then it will be P3 for Mays, so then Robin will not take the championship today, but he's still leading with many points as he gets the P3 for Mace. Storm then takes P5, and here comes Smitsky taking P4 for him, crashing with Storm actually. So P4 to Smitsky and P5 to Storm. Now we got 6 is gonna be the miles. I'm not sure about our penalties yet.
Just to say, the miles won't be taking 6th here, he won't. He will be taking, if it stays as it is, P8.
But then it's crossing line in P6, and then here comes Passel, takes that from him, takes P6. The Passel, no, Damal's going to P7, but can't silence it for him. Also, the ghost of Jeffrey crossed the line in P9. And I'm not sure if he took that one.
Let me have a look. No, he didn't. So there we go, 9 out of the 11 drivers finished. What? It was actually, as Storm gets drive of the day by the way, a very good race. We thought it wasn't going to be because there was not many drivers and it was going to be a bit boring, but great race actually. I think that was there with strategic wise with the times coming down and all that.
Yeah, I'll add Rock City and Robin for interview, also Mace.
Yep. Hopefully they can. I don't think Mays will. I don't think he has enough time, but we'll see if Rock City and... Definitely Rock City will, because he did have a chat with us a couple of weeks ago and he was very adamant to. So, yeah, Mays, we don't know about Robin, but he might. But no, Robin won't because he can't really speak much English, so we won't there. But Rock City definitely will have a join us. He will indeed there. But well done to everyone there for that race. Absolutely brilliant to everyone who did race that one there. Indeed, so I'll go through it. 22.479 was Robin Rock City, so winning the race. 55.47 minutes the race took there. Robin second, Mays third, so no championship winning yet. Smitsky third, fourth I mean. Storm, Passals, DeMiles, Solis, Jeffrey, and that's it. The non-finishers were McLeod and Invictus, but Jeffrey didn't actually complete much of the race. He only completed the first 6 laps and then his car ghosted for the rest of the race.
See, Robin doesn't want to do an interview. I'll just add Mace and Rock City then. I'm not sure. I don't think Mace will join, but Rock City, he's going to join.
Yeah, that is totally fine. As we say, that was a cracking race. Next week, by the way, is in Brazil. That's going to be amazing as well. Fingers crossed no rain there, but it could rain because it's Brazil at the end of the day. There it could. Just going to quickly get to a car. And then we'll be ready for the interview when he's ready as well. For this here, he will. So just got some comments coming through in the chat. I'll read some out for now. Let me just read some. GG says Robin. That was Torture. GG York City, great overtake, mate. Say all the guys in the chat, so everyone's really respecting of the drivers that happened today. And here is the winner then. The man himself.
Rock City taking the victory today. Congratulations on that victory. How does it feel?
Thanks, guys. Thanks. It's so intense. Jesus Christ, it was so intense out there. Having Robin right at my tail all race. Oh Jesus, I'm so sweat right now. It's crazy.
And it was a wet race the whole race. How was it driving this track with intermediates?
I think it would be better with full wet, to be honest, because intermediates is like you want to push, but if you push too hard, you just go around. And I hate rain, and especially intermediates, so full wet would be better for me. But I had a good setup, and it felt nice, so it would just. And I also got confidence by Robin's penalties, so that helped me through the race, I think.
Yeah, it really did help you. Was it hard then to be always knowing that Robin's there behind you?
Yeah, because when you're racing, you always want to finish first. Even Robin got 9 seconds or 12 seconds of penalties, I don't know. But you always want to be first when you finish, when you get the checkered flag. So that was always in my head, that I want to finish first. But at the same time, I didn't want to crash or something, because then I know that Robin would just drive ahead of me, and even at some points I got a 3-second penalty and 2 warnings, so I was only 1 warning away from another penalty. So yeah, it was really stressful knowing that Robin always was there.
But well done again. We've got to thank you for this. You've kept the championship alive. That means that we have one more race then before the championship can maybe be decided. And of course, well done as well for the win. It from what we could see, it looked treacherous conditions.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I'm so sick of rain now, so I hope next one is the dry one. But yeah, I gotta say GG to Robin, because I know he pitted right after the safety car. I don't know why, but he was fast today. I was really struggling. So GG to Robin, and congratulations to Mace on third.
And also, I just want to add before I quit, a really fun interview with English, thinking about that we both speak Norwegians. But great driven, my fellow Norwegian.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
And last, very, very quickly, are you looking forward to Brazil next week?
Yep.
Okay, that's a very quick answer.
No. What did you say? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay. Are you looking forward to Brazil next week?
Yeah, me and Pariah, we had some good fights at Brazil last time we raced there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Brazil. Hopefully a dry race, and I think I can do well. I'm going for another pole. That's my goal. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, as he said as well, as Ollie said as well. Well, it's amazing you two both can speak proper, really good English. So well done.
Thanks.
Because I can't speak whatever your language. So there you go.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, but yeah, well done again for the pole and the win.
And the fastest lap, mate.
And the fastest lap.
Hey.
Wow. Well done you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really proud today, in fact, because wet is not my thing, and to do all 3 is perfect.
So you got the full 33 points today.
Yeah.
It's a grand slam, isn't it?
It's a grand slam.
Also, I just had to say one thing in Norwegian. Gratulerer med seier. To the English viewers, I just said congratulations with victory. I just had to.
Talk for that, buddy. Talk for that.
Just if I look at the points very quickly, that looks it looks like you're going to be up in third now.
Yeah, I think so, because Ranheim isn't here, but I really hope for the second place in the championship, because I think Robin, this is already won. If Robin had crashed out today, yes, maybe the championship was still alive, but Robin is too fast. It's impossible for me to get him, but maybe Mace can, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully Mace can give a good battle for the last 2 rounds as well, as you say. But yeah, well done again for today.
Thanks.
It was a really good race, and I wouldn't do as well as you did in that rain. God, I'm not that quick anyway, and even in the rain I'm so slow. So
yeah, I surprised myself today, so I'm happy. I'm really happy. Now I can go to bed with a smile.
But knowing though, I don't know if you have actually. Let me just check. I don't want to jinx this. But knowing though that it's a lot more points for Mercedes as well in the constructors, so
yeah, that was our main goal for me and Mace this season, to get back-to-back championships, constructor. I mean, so that has been our goal through all the season. So
yeah,
hopefully we have it pretty secure now. So
yeah, because if it's your points added up with his points from today, I think you are like pretty much sure you've won that nearly. So
yeah, as long as both get points for the next 2 races, I think that it would be pretty solid. I guess.
Anything else you want to say, Ollie? In Norwegian or English?
Just want to say great driving today, and also nothing. Good luck to you on Monday in the TNRL League in Belgium. What's your secret?
My strategy on Monday.
Yeah, I need
just practice, man. Just practice. I have no strategy.
Yeah, I'll see you on practice someday.
Yeah, hope so. Cheers, lads.
And the rest of them, just have a great evening, great racing. Congratulations with the victory, and thanks for the interview.
Yeah, thanks as well.
Thanks. Well, thank you for the interview, and that is it then for Division 5 tonight. Ollie, Hal, thank you for commentating again. Really do appreciate it.
Yeah, I really love being here commentating. I'm looking forward to Brazil and Abu Dhabi. At one point, it looked like I was going on vacation here in my country, not out of the country, just to let everybody know. But my whole country is closing down, so no vacation for me. So then I will be commentating Abu Dhabi.
That is good to see then. So join us next week for Brazil, of course, and it's very tight at the top now. It is for Robin here. He needs only very tight, for Mays to let Robin win that championship. Robin only needs a couple of points now, and he will be champion of the league next week. So join us then for Brazil next week. And again, Ollie, I do appreciate you for taking your time out and commentating as well. And we'll see you next week in Brazil. Well done again to Rock City for winning, for Robin second, and for Mays to come in third. And we'll see you for Brazil for TTML Division 5 next week. Goodbye.